to Recovery 101, brought to you by Promise Resource Network. Today we're going to talk about acceptance. Acceptance of self and others. Acceptance of our heart, our mind, our spirit, right? And I want to let my friend introduce himself. He is he's new to us, but he is doing a great job. So
Hey everybody, good morning. My name's Cecil Jackson. I'm the newest addition to PRN. I work in Wellness Court, DWI Court, as a peer supporter. So I've been given a great opportunity to help people, help others, and I look forward to just basically helping. That's the name of the game, helping
it
others.
is, isn't it? Service to others. Oh, and to accept others, we have to do that before we can help. I think before we can really jump in with somebody and support them, we need to be able to understand they are who they are. Right? As I am who I will grow. I will quote the great philosopher Popeye. I am what I am. Right? I am what I am.
Say Popeye.
Yeah. We're doing precocious today.
I got more, by the way. I got more.
All right. So I wanted to read something that always strikes me about acceptance. Something that one thing I didn't say before we started class was make sure your phone's on vibrate. And there we go. Mine is. There's only one rule here. We suggest you put your phone on vibrate just because it makes that easier. We only have one rule for Recovery 101. You can't say the F word. It's the only rule. Everything else is up for grabs. Up for grabs. That's right. So anyway, acceptance. And this is out of the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book. So it says, and acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. All my problems, right? When I'm disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it's supposed to be at this moment. At this moment, right? It doesn't mean that we don't change and grow. Just at this moment, we accept. Until I could accept my alcoholism, my mental health issues, my gambling, my sex addiction, whatever it is, until I could accept that, I could not stay sober. Unless I accept life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as what needs to be changed in me and in my attitudes. Boy, that's good stuff, isn't it?
It's deep right there.
It is. That's really good stuff.
I find when I think of my mind and my feelings, it's able to accept things. And I'm thinking about my emotions, like, oh, I feel hurt, so I don't want to accept it. My emotions won't allow me to, but that's the thing that God is like, listen, do I have power over this? Me accepting give you permission to move on. And move forward. I can't move forward if I'm not willing to accept things. So I'm denying myself. I'm denying I have a problem. I can't move forward and grow if I don't accept what it is.
And that's about me, isn't it? That's about my ability to accept myself and others, really. I mean, before I can truly begin my journey in a deep, deep way, I've got to accept myself, right? Without judgment. Oh, we're going to get into that. So accepting others for who they are, accepting ourselves. Liz is in the house. Good morning. Okay. I got paper. I always got paper. Acceptance is the ability to see that others have the right to be their own unique persons. That means having the right to our own feelings, thoughts, and unique persons. That means having the right to their own feelings, thoughts, and opinions. When we accept people for who they are, we let go of our desire to change them. When we let go of who they are. Wait, I lost it. When you accept people for who they are, we let go of our desire to change them. Wow. We let them feel the way they want to feel. We let them be different and think differently from us. Everyone is different in one way or another. Once we understand this truth, we can stop trying to change them into the people we want them to be and start accepting them for who they are.
Like when I ask for now, I used to ask, but I want you to understand me. Now I no longer ask for understanding, ask for understanding. For me to have an understanding to them, like I have to know where I'm going with you. Like I don't pray for you, and I don't like when I want my family to accept my mental health thing. I don't pray for you. I pray for you to understand where you're coming from, because maybe you're not in your spiritual growth.
Yeah.
Accept where you are. You're maybe not in the place where I am. I've learned a lot more information, so I know more about the mental health things. I accept that you don't know what I know.
Yeah.
I accept maybe you don't know that mental health is important to me.
And it's accepting people as different as we want to be accepted. Absolutely. You go tell them to be quiet. We're in the front room of Promise Resource Network's hub, and man, people just get wild back there. Happy, joyous, and free, but they're being too loud. It echoes in here. Absolutely. So when I accept other people for being right where they're supposed to be, isn't that right where they're supposed to be? In the same way, I want to be accepted for where I am in my journey in recovery. Absolutely. All right. So we want to accept others for who they are. In the same way, I want to accept me for who I am. Lavania, good morning. I want to accept me for who I am, for who I want to be, for who I'm going to be. Right. It is good stuff. Thank you, Cecil. The empathy and grace for those that are too loud. Absolutely. I've got to accept them for where they are in their loudness and precociousness. Precocious is the word for the day. I don't know what that means, but we'll just go for it. On the board legacy, I'm going to be precocious. Cecil, what do you think? How does acceptance fit into your recovery? It's a hard question.
It is. It's definitely a hard question. I mean, you gotta, I guess, like say, accept others for who they are.
Yeah.
That's a mistake, cause when I was in the county jail, a guy had a class, and he used to teach the same thing. I should say, he used to say, let everybody be who they are.
Yeah.
Never try to change them. And I just thought that was the odd thing. But when you start experiencing life, you start seeing that if you try to change people, it causes so much conflict between you and them, instead of just saying, you are how you are. I'm going to accept you for that, or move on.
Yeah.
I mean, but trying to change people, they just create a lot of conflict.
It does.
Yes.
It does, and it doesn't work, does it?
Nope.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I try to change somebody, it just doesn't work. That's not where my power is, right? It's the very first thing we talk about is don't try to control the feelings of others. Yes, sir.
Are we just talking about individuals or?
We're talking about acceptance of self and others, right? So when I allow another person to be who and where and how they are, that models what I want for myself, right? That models not only to the other person about acceptance, but it models what it is for me, right? When I do these things. Lavanya says we have to accept the fact that everyone's recovery may not mirror mine. When I came into Promise Resource Network, I was a hardcore 12-stepper, right? I was like, somebody had a problem. Well, send them to treatment, make them do the 12 steps. It's the only way. It's the only way. If you want what I've got, you'll do what I do, I was told. But the thing of it is to open up to other people's journey, right? Not just my own. People have a variety of ways to come into recovery. A variety, through church, through community activities, through PRN, through different places in Charlotte, right? And that's the beautiful thing when we allow someone to be themselves, to not try to control them.
It's hard because in the state we are in our world, because we see so much negativity going on. You want to change people.
Yeah.
I say, no, you know that's wrong, but you can't tell them what to do. You can show them this is how I act and how I react. You show them the way that it's supposed to be done, like being a role model.
Yeah.
People to listen what they're doing, because their life is going.
Yeah.
We show the best part of ourselves online, but people who know us know our innermost secrets. We can lie ourselves all we want to. You accept this who I am. I look like this when I wake up. You can put all the mask you want.
Yeah.
You are. Accept who you are. The age you are. I wish I was younger. I wish I was older. I am this age for a reason.
I am where I am. It also says in the book I read from that absolutely nothing happens in a higher powers world by accident, by mistake. Everywhere I am, everything I experience, I'm supposed to, David.
Like I had to learn, for me, I had to learn acceptance of myself. Like who I was where I needed to be in order to be who I am today.
Yeah.
In my recovery. Because in the beginning, when I first started, I didn't know a lot of things, and I had to accept that I didn't know those things, and I had to be teachable and learn a new way. And now I'm to the point where I can finally start to accept others for their journey or their lack of recovery. Just let's face it, not everybody wants to get on board with the program.
Yeah.
And I'm to a point now that I'm okay with that, because those are the people that I try to not be.
Yeah.
But I still try to be available to them just in case they get tired of what they've got going on and they want to try something new and better for themselves.
That acceptance of somebody's feelings of where they are, of, in recovery, not in recovery yet, whatever it looks like, to be accepting of them. All right, we're on air. Okay. It says, with feelings, there's no right or wrong answer. So instead of trying to control or change other people's feelings, we must accept their feelings. We must allow people to have the feelings without telling them how they should feel. Empathetic people understand that feelings are difficult to control, and they accept people's feelings for what they are. Empathetic people. That's what I want to have, empathy. I want to be able to allow the person to be who they are in this moment, just in this moment, right? In the same way I want to be accepted as the person I am right now in recovery.
I understand like the weather. We can't control what we know the weather. We have a forecast, but we don't know what the weather's going to be. We accept it's going to be sunny. We don't know it has to happen for a reason. We have to have our sunny days and our cloudy days, and our always have to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
We may not be conducive. Some of the things may be harder to do certain things. Like rain, cloudy day, and some of the things may be harder, but it doesn't have to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
Listen, I may be in a place where I know that I am in a place where there was years ago where that affected me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to work. But no, I
Yeah.
can't change that. I can really change my mindset. Like, listen, I'm grateful to be alive. Great. That could be things to be a lot worse. I'm grateful. I accept where I am. I'm grateful for what I can learn to be able to accept things. And that.
Yeah. That feeling of gratitude is a way to accept other people, right? That I'm grateful for this person right now. I'm grateful that they're in this world with me on this journey. Like David said, we're all in different places. We all take different paths. And that's so cool because we get to share that with each other. We get to share who we are and where we are and what we're feeling without someone trying to control us, right? Without us trying to control someone else's feelings. And I love that. I can't control somebody else, especially what they're feeling. Don't feel that way is bullshit. I'm just going to say it. When somebody tells me don't feel that way, it first of all annoys me because I'm feeling like they don't accept me. And second of all, it shows me, like David said, it shows me what I don't want to do, shows me what I don't want to be. Right. So I'm always learning and I'm always teaching. And when it comes to control, I got to remember outside of my attitudes and behaviors, I don't have any control over anything else.
And I know how it feels when I feel like I have not been accepted. And I know how that, I don't like how that feels.
Yeah.
People like, I have to defend myself. I don't know. Accept me for different views. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I ask you something though?
Yeah.
How would this work? Just say if somebody had a relationship with somebody that you're not totally, aligned with.
Okay.
How does that go? I mean,
It is hard, especially when we're in a close relationship sometimes to accept people because our standards are so high. Because we want the other person to be who what I think needs to be, right? I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that power to change someone else. I've got to accept them where they are and hope that my joy and peace will allow them to grow, right?
yeah.
One thing I say, I don't think I can learn from an experience if I'm too busy trying to judge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to resist it. I'm trying to judge who you are. I can't learn from you. Just so I can learn a lot from people.
Yeah.
I don't even agree with them, even what not to do, or I don't agree with you. How to have a conversation and not agree. I always say that little different thing, like how we see something. Like, I see how my parents didn't agree on things and how they allowed small things to. They're just trying to judge, trying to control. You don't have control. I can't control you. I can only control myself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It's hard to control other people.
It is. This shit's hard when you're trying all day to try and make people the way you want them to be. No, am I right?
Yes.
It's tiring. It's tiring.
Like a child, maybe you have to control them, but when we get to a place where we can't control ourselves, then we're supposed to learn from the experience to go through.
Absolutely. And I got to remember that I'm teaching too. Every minute of every day, I'm groaning in recovery now, and people watch me. I always got to remember that I'm in recovery now. And there is an expectation on me. I just can't show my ass like I used to, right? Not in public, at least.
That's accountability today.
Absolutely. Accountability.
That was something I had to learn how to accept too. I have accountability today because in the past there was no concept of accountability. It was like, whatever. But that was another nuance to acceptance that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah. Yeah, that accountability, that those expectations that we have on ourselves and that others have on us. For me, I need to have expectations. I need to have goals. I need to have things I want to achieve to be in order to do that accountability. I got to know where I'm going so I can keep myself in line, right? That's what accountability says to me, to do what the hell I'm supposed to do, right? Yes, sir.
I'm addressing the issues of, compassion or empathy and open, honest communication. Right now, I'm looking for another roommate.
Mhm.
So that's one of the things I noted on the description I wrote.
Uh-huh.
We need to have good, open, honest communication and, respect each other, not try to control. And
Yeah.
I've been there, done it, been
Yeah.
through it, done it.
Yes.
No way, man. That's it. Never again.
Yeah.
So interesting.
It's hard when we're not accepted, isn't it? It's hard when we are not in acceptance of others either. That's a tiring thing. It really is.
Hard when somebody is trying to tell you what to do and
Yeah.
rule your life.
Yep.
And lying and stealing from you.
Mhm.
It's not going to happen again.
That and we have that standard, right? I will not be a doormat. I will never tell someone to be a doormat. But we do want to have a standard for ourselves and allow other people to have a standard for us too. Like Alan was saying, this is unacceptable. What I want is open communication. What I want is an understanding that I am a human being who is differently gifted. That's what I want. Do we always get what we want? No. And I got to accept that too. That person, place, thing, or situation to be exactly as it's supposed to be in this moment. Just in this moment. It can all change in a day. It can all change in an hour. Right? Some of you may have heard this story before. Hell, all of you may have heard this story before. Well, I can tell you the exact moment I came into recovery. I was cussing and fussing in my counselor's office in treatment. I mean, I was cussing her out. I was yelling. I was going off. Everybody was hearing me. It was a trip. So I storm out of her office and I'm walking down the hall. I'm so pissed off. And I hear her say, "I love you anyway, Sharon." And that stopped me in my tracks because I was able for the first time in a long time to begin to accept that love. When we understand that another person is different from us and that we're different from other people, that's where that love, compassion, and acceptance happens. What I want for myself, I want to give. Be the change you want to see in the world. Gandhi said that. Be the change you want to see. No guarantee that you will. And we got to accept that too. What do you think about allowing others to be different?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where the world. I mean, because people, like you say, just got their own unique qualities, and I mean, and that's just innate in everybody to be different. Yeah, innate, natural.
Yeah.
And it's how it is. I mean, accept people for who they are.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I've got to accept the person where they are, no matter where it is.
And I think since I'm able to be here and able to have conversations with people, which I've been able to have 2,050 people hear their stories and know who they are, it's able to accept them when you kind of know what their story is, but you may not know everyone's story. That's what makes me think I never know what you've been through.
Yeah.
I never know what you can give me, which I can get from you, but we can give each other. I never know. I probably never known if I would have been in this room with you guys. Would you know that you could really impact my life? I've never known that. So I take the time to say, let me have a conversation.
Yeah. Let me know how you're different, how I can learn from that. Yeah, I want to learn today too.
love being around all of this.
Yes.
I don't want to be around these people that I know because it limits me. I've been around a lot of people. I'm grateful for that.
Diversity.
I've been around so, and I don't limit myself.
Yeah.
I've been around old people, young people. No, every people has value. I can learn from young people, old people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I learned my brother me to death. man, teaching me so much at 4 years old. Like,
Yes.
wow, how Emma been able to get on things so quickly. Like, I can learn from that.
Yeah.
They just, I'm saying, now I'm gonna give it up. I'm not on the street of it. I can do that too.
Yeah.
It's just a choice. They choose that, oh, I can accept myself now, I can play up here. It's you can accept yourself and you don't have to have that tantrum because you know what it's gonna cost you.
Children know everything, I think. When babies are born, they have all the information that we need about acceptance, compassion, love. Think about there is no prejudice when kids are little. There is no hate. There is no, I can't stand you being different from me. That's learned behavior. Prejudice is learned behavior. Stigmatizing people is learned behavior. And I don't want to do that today. I want to accept someone for being differently gifted. I like that, differently gifted. You know, what I'm good at, I want to be accepted for. What they're good at, accept them for that, right? A lesson in one way or another, either what I want to be or what I don't want to be, right? Being empathetic means having an open mind and accepting these unique differences. The next time we are around someone who appears to be our polar opposite, challenge ourselves to get to know the person better. Find out more about him or her, and you'll come out of the conversation feeling you're not as different as perhaps you first thought. We'll feel closer to the person as a result, and we will be that much better able to empathize with that person. When I have open communication, like Alan was saying, when I can truly embrace the other person for who they are, their feelings, their opinion and perspectives. When I can accept that person for who they are, I'm more likely to be accepting myself. But I gotta know the person. I gotta get to know the person. And the more I learn about the differences in us and the different gifts we all bring, everybody in this room is an expert in something, right? Whether it's welding or sleeping. We're all good at something and we're all experts at something. If you want to know where to get food, you ask somebody that's been hungry. Everybody in here has a different gift based on the past need. If I met that need, I want to share how to do it, right? Giving thoughtful advice. You talked a little bit about advice. And people... sometimes when I talk to somebody and their eyes start being glazed over and I know I'm like, and where they should say, they ain't saying, So, yeah, so I know they're not listening to me. And that is so hurtful when I'm not seen and heard, right? That's one thing I want to be able to do for other people. Why is it important to be seen and heard?
Learn. That's how you learn. If you don't hear what somebody's saying, you can't really live here.
Oh,
You get
yeah.
advice from them. That's where you get your lessons from. When you hear someone, it's different from listening to someone and hearing someone.
Yeah, absolutely. It really
I listen
is.
to music, but I hear
It really
people
is.
talking. I listen to music, but I hear people talking.
No, my bad.
I got that from Alan, that active listening.
Yeah.
I didn't know that and I had to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
It benefited me gratefully, and I'm grateful to be here and have that wisdom.
Yes.
We all have wisdom that we can give to others.
We do. And I want to share that. I want to share what I've been through, my life experience, so somebody else doesn't have to do it. I want to tell you what it's like to almost kill someone because of my negligence, and have someone else who has that experience, who's really struggling with it, to help them get on the other side. And that's where advice comes in. It says, once we learn to grant others the right to their own feelings and allow them to be different, we can be better able to give thoughtful, meaningful advice. In order to show empathy, we must learn to give advice in a way that is in line with others people's unique feelings, characteristics, and personalities. I'm wide open, right? Y'all know that. I'm wide open. Hey, I'm wide open all the time. I mean, I hit the floor. Boom. As a peer support specialist, I don't give advice, but I can give advice as a friend. And I want that advice to be good. I want that advice to be helpful, right? Has anybody ever given you bad advice?
Oh, good God,
A lot.
what?
Bad advice.
Have you ever
Bad
seen
advice.
bad advice?
Yeah.
That is right.
Bad advice. It's all good. It's all good.
Right.
Oh, Lavonia's said so true. Okay. Don't be quick to judge. Don't be quick to judge. It's easy to look at others and point out their flaws, right? Because we know everything. Sometimes we judge and criticize people without even realizing it. The more challenging and empathetic response would be to point out the good in each person. When we accept others as they are, it means we understand that they are doing the best that they can do at that moment. Remember, if people could do better, it'd be finished. If I could do better, I would. If I understood how to do this, I'd do it. Right? I am where I am at this moment. And that's okay. Good, bad, or indifferent. Right? There is no judgment in acceptance. Right? And I don't want to judge people today because I've been judged in the past. I'm sorry, Cecil, I won't shut up. You just jump in when you want, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't judge
You did a
myself.
great job.
Don't judge myself. Go ahead, dear.
I learned a lot from this, This is so eye-opening what I'm reading. And,
Hold on 1 second.
no, I'm just saying it's eye-opening, how this stuff can apply in your everyday life.
Yeah.
And if you apply it, things could be different. Just allowing people to be themselves.
Yeah.
And point out the good instead of
Yeah, they're flaws.
bad.
Mm. I've been in situations. It's called an intervention. Everybody writes you a letter. It's awful. Sharon, we've written a letter for you. Everybody's sitting in a circle and I'm in the middle and I'm like, oh. But I've felt judged before. I've been in situations where people have said things to me. People have done things to me. People have tried to change me and control me. That's what judgment is. I'm trying to control another individual, right? And I'm not seeing the good in it. I'm not seeing the difference as a way that brings things to me. The difference of other people can bring me hope that I can be different. If somebody's got a skill or a gift that I want to follow them around. Elijah, we talked about anger the other day and how chill you are. I want to hang around you because I want that, right? I want to be chill when people try to piss me off. And that's the thing. I'm not allowing anybody to judge me because I've already judged myself and I know that this isn't true. I know today that I'm not stupid. I know today that I'm not stupid, no matter how much I was told that I would never make it, all those things that people have judged me about. Today, I want to take that and understand how harmful it is to judge others, right? I don't want to do that today. I don't want to be that person that stands in a higher attitude that says this person is lower than me. This person is less than me. And when I judge, I do that. When I judge, I do that.
And that's what labels do. Like when you're once a criminal, you committed a crime,
Uh-huh.
you're 14 years old, now you're a criminal. You label, now you judge them. Now that's who they define as. No, that's
Yeah.
you don't know what that did for them. Maybe that freedom, maybe that had to happen in their life to stop them from doing something more dangerous. You don't know why God allowed that to happen. Even if that thing came out to happen for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't know what that saved him. Maybe he had to go to that place to be well, to not be using drugs. You don't know.
Yeah.
Thing that saved his life. You don't know what. Sometimes God takes me to the valley to show me that I need to where I need to be ministering to.
Yeah.
That's why I can get people that I'm around, even my family. Like I can't judge you, even though I grew up at the night. I learned a lot of things in my life because I saw a lot of judgment going around in my family, my household, all of that. You around me judgment. I know how that is. You can't be vulnerable. You can't be out there when you say. I don't want to go come to you and confess all the things I'm going through. I think you're gonna judge it.
Yeah.
I know how that feels. I want to be able to just talk that. I'm judging. I'm not gonna gossip about it because you can't be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I take the information somewhere else. I want confidence and know that
Yeah.
you come to me and we can have real confidence and say that listen, we have a conversation. It's not going to go anywhere from here. I'm
Yeah.
here. I'm here. You know, I can listen. You're listening to me.
An open conversation at vulnerability. I want to be able to do that today. And there are some people I can't do that with because they judge me. That's okay today. They are who they are in this moment. And I've got to allow that because I don't want to be the one that judges today. I don't want to be. What do you think, David?
I agree. I don't want to be the one judging because I've had so much time with so much stigma in my life.
Yeah.
doing One thing or another. I know what it feels like to be judged. So I don't want to be that person doing that. That's a big part of why acceptance is important to me.
Yeah.
You know, just like I said earlier, just because they don't want to do it the way I'm doing it works for me and my tribe, that's okay.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to be an example of like what's good and positive. They can be the mascot for the negativity and stuff like that. And the pity party and all that other sad stuff that I'm no longer a part of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's okay with me.
It is good, isn't it?
It is good.
It's a good thing.
Things just, and what I've noticed is like living life this way, things crop up for the good.
Yes.
The good things just pop in
They
place.
do.
Without even much effort on your part because your day-to-day way of life, you're paved the way, you're putting forth enough effort that it just falls into place, and it's so awesome.
It is awesome. I love those God winks.
Yeah, like something that happened to me yesterday. Like yesterday, I had to go attend a funeral, and it's outside of the regular bus line, and like I literally was talking to somebody, and I was going to go take the couple of mile walk from the bus stop there, and like set up a prayer, and then a friend of mine shot me a text like, "Hey, I could like run you over there now if that's cool." I'm like, "All right, cool, I'll be right back." And just like turn around and then just that quick after saying a prayer, like my phone buzzed off, and I'm looking down, I'm like, "Hey, I can thank you."
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Appreciate it. I just like looked up on my way back, like appreciate it. Like
there you go. There you go. That does happen.
And people don't often realize that flip side of life on life terms. You know, people always look for the anger and resentment when they crop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing, but when those God winks or those good things just crop up,
Yeah.
doing the right thing, that's where the like action is right
Yeah, absolutely. I love that when these things crop up comes from some of the literature we talk about.
Yeah.
And I think that the actions we need to take for resentment are the same we need to take for a God wink. Tell someone else. Talk to God and thank Him. Help another person.
I kind of coined that a little bit, like the flip side of that, because that, you know, when it says when they crop up, it's always talking about anger and resentment.
Yeah.
And bad stuff. But I'm here to tell you, it crops up in the good ways and the good stuff too.
Yeah.
You're doing good, you're getting good.
Yeah.
It's just part of my philosophy now. You know, when you put the more positive you put it out, the more you're getting back in.
And the more I look for those God winks, the easier it is to see them
Yeah.
and appreciate them
Oh yeah.
and accept them for me. I can't believe this is for me. I can't believe I'm worthy of these good things, these God winks, these moments that we're desperate and something breaks and we're able to take care of things. All right, I'm going to read this one more time and then we're going to shut down. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. When I'm disturbed, it's because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, or thing, situation as being exactly the way they're supposed to be at this moment. Just at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Higher power is helpful, is guiding, I think, us. Until I could accept my alcoholism, I could not stay sober. Unless I accept life completely on life's terms, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and in my attitudes. And that sums it up for me. It really does.
You can make them give God judges like we judge ourselves.
Oh,
Remember,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank higher power that I'm worthy today and I'm given grace. And I want to remember that other people deserve that too. Oof. I love this stuff.
It's great.
All right. Any last words?
Man, it's eye-opening. Cause when you navigate the world daily,
Yeah.
if I could apply this to situations, things could be a whole lot different.
That's the key. We get information, we get knowledge from other people. And then when we apply it, we change those things in me that I want to change and change my attitudes and behaviors. Right? Acceptance is the shit. All right. So try it. Good stuff. I want to tell you two things. We have a warm line, 24/7, 365. If you need somebody to talk to, give us a call. We are there every hour of every day. If it's Sunday afternoon and your mama's getting on your nerves, call us. We're there. We can hear you. If it's 3 a.m. and this is kicking, call us. Talking helps. Sharing helps. It helps me anyway. So give us a call. The number's 833-390-7728. If you look on our website or on his Facebook page, you'll find it. Give us a yell. The second thing is share this video. Somebody in your Facebook family may need to hear this, may need to hear about acceptance today. All right, so share it. I want to thank Lavanya and Liz for being here. We only had two folks, but they were great. Wisdom and the wisdom of the group. Thank you so much. All right, we will see you next week. Keep peace, share love, and go out there and be the difference that you want to see in the world.